In today's video, I will go through step by step on how to hit a two-handed backhand. I will go through the 4 steps with the grip, uniturn, the contact point and the contact zone. If you're new to this channel, my name is Patrik Broddfelt, tennis coach in Norway. Let's get started with the grip. So the grip in two-handed backhand that I like to teach is to have the bottom hand in the continental grip, this one here. And since I'm righty, it's my right hand on the bottom. I like to have my left hand an Eastern forehand grip. So I take the hand like this and move it down. That's a backhand grip I prefer to teach because then the arms will be extended at contact points. Yes, you can have some more semi-Western grip here. But the reason I don't like that is because a lot of times the players will hit with bent arms like this and they lose a lot of power when they're using that grip. Yes, there are some players using it, but I prefer the one like Djokovic, Agassi, and those guys using. That's why they can generate so much power on the backhand. So the first thing is the grip change. So if you're like me holding a forehand like this, what you need to do is turning your racket with your left arm to the continental grip and you place your left arm down. This is how Djokovic does it as well. He takes it there, he turns, same time he makes a uniturn and he takes his left hand down. Some players have their ready position like this, left arm here, and then they turn and rotate the left arm like this into the ready position. You have a wide stance, a split step, and first thing that happen here is you have a uniturn, turning your shoulders. When I'm turning my shoulders, make sure you're not doing it with your arms. So when I turn my shoulders, if I show them like this, I would turn them this way. I'm not moving my arms. Okay. Ready position. I have my uniturn. My racket is pointing a little bit up. And I stretch this right arm back, so we show this shoulder to the court over there. On this left arm, I have a little bit air, so you're not stuck here. Just lift it out. So make sure you're not taking your racket back like this. A little bit height on it. And make sure your left hand is not above your chest. Because then it will be too big if you're up here. I see some players doing this. That's too big of a swing. You want to have it down here, just beneath your chest height here. Right arm extended back. Elbow a little bit out. And then I step in with my heel first. So when I step in, I want to make sure I have close stance. But I don't want to have my right foot past my left foot, because then I won't be able to move my hips. And that's a key movement in the backhand. So I want my right foot here, roughly 45 degrees to the net. And then I'm able to rotate. Okay, one more time. So I have ready position, uniturn, I step in, close stance, right foot 45 degrees. I have a line here, roughly. I can be more open as well. And what will happen here now is my arms go down and the racket goes down. And as I get here, it's kind of like I'm dropping a racket to my leg here. So I drop, so up here, I drop, And I'll drop that racket at the same time as I turn my knee forward. And what will happen here is I'll make contact in front. And notice here how my left arm is straight and my right arm is kind of straight as well. I'm 45 degrees with my chest when I make contact. So I have a uniturn up. Make sure I show that shoulder. Step in, racket down, and I hit the lefty forehand up. But I also want to hit with my right arm, okay? So it's not just dead like this. I see some people do that because the tennis coach told them to hit with the left arm, which is true, but you also want to hit a little bit with your right arm. So what you want to do with your right arm is extending forward, just like a one-handed backhand like this. So you want to extend that arm forward or pull forward. Okay, so have a uniturn, left arm, chest height. I'll go down, and then I'll rotate into the contact point, just in front of your right foot, and over the shoulder. So some common mistakes I see is, one, the uniturn is with your arms. So make sure you don't wave your arms into a C position. So make sure you have a uniturn. Take your right arm back like this with a uniturn. And make sure your racket is not going this way. So the butt cap is pointing over there. Because then the swing will be like this. So it's really important to have this racket on this side of your chest. Okay? Another common mistake I see is when I take a uniturn and I step in like this. What will happen then is I won't be able to rotate. So we just hit with my arms. Yes, sometimes you have to cross over, but then you have to make sure you step around. It's really important to step around then. Otherwise, it will just be your arms hitting. So make sure you step in, you have a straight line or even more open, and not angling that toe too much over here, because then it's also difficult to rotate your hips. If you're here, it's easier to rotate them. You get this weight transfer. Another common mistake, or what's important in two-hand backhand, is when you make contact here, 45 degrees with upper body, is you extend forward. So you see this string is still pointing towards the target. Don't go this way, because all the power will go that way then. So you want to continue extending up. So when I finish over my shoulder, this right elbow is quite high. You can be here as well, but it's high up. And this left shoulder is under my chin. To accomplish this finish, you have to hit with your, or extend with your right arm here as well. If you're not doing that, this right arm will be down here and you hit just with your left arm. So if you want to get more power, make sure you extend that right arm through the ball. Okay? Yes, I know sometimes you want to hit a short cross angle and you just go like this. But that's not, that's a special shot. That's not something you do every time, because if you want maximum power and spin, you want to extend that contact zone. Look at Djokovic, how he extends his arm towards the target, and he will get his whole body through his shot. Same thing with Agassi. He was the first one who extended here through and bam.